Well, the topic we are going to discuss now is metallurgy. Metallurgy means extraction of metal from its compound. Extraction of metal from its compound, all the steps involved in this process is called as metallurgy. Extraction of metal from its compounds. All the steps involved in this extraction of metal from its compounds constitute metallurgy. You know, most of the metals are available in the Earth's crust in some combined form. Very few metals like platinum, gold, they are present as such in the Earth's crust. They are said to be present in their native form. Most of the metals, most of the other metals, they exist as their compounds. So, and as you know that metals enter into chemical reaction by losing electrons. So, to extract a metal from its compound, one of the important steps involved will be reduction. We'll learn about all these steps involved in the extraction of metal from its compound one by one. Let us first talk about some terminology which is used in metallurgy. We are first talking about the terminology used in metallurgy. First of all, what is mineral? Mineral is a compound of metal which is available in the Earth's crust. All the compounds of metals which are available in the Earth's crust are known as minerals. Then you have another term called ore. Ore is the compound, is that compound of metal from it metal can be extracted easily and economically without causing much pollution. The mineral from which metal can be extracted easily and economically is called as ore. So we can say all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Mineral from which metal can be extracted easily and economically is called as ore. So all ores are minerals only, but all minerals are not ores. Those minerals from which metal is extracted easily and economically can be called as ore. For instance, bauxite is Al2O3.2H2O. It is possible to extract aluminium on large scale from bauxite. So we can say bauxite can be regarded as both mineral as well as ore of aluminium. Right. Another term is gangue. Gangue, or it is also called as matrix. These are the impurities which are associated with the ore. Impurities present in the ore are called as matrix or gangue. Impurities associated with the ore. For example, it may be SiO2. In large number of cases, SiO2, that is sand, is associated as an impurity. You can have alkaline earth metal oxides. Generally, calcium oxide is present as gangue. So gangue is a substance. It is an infusible substance. It is an infusible substance present as an impurity in an ore is called as gangue. Now, during metallurgical operation, this substance has to be transformed into some easily fusible substance, and it can be recovered very easily. It can be removed very easily if it can be transformed into an easily fusible substance. You need to exploit on the nature of this substance. Like SiO2 is acidic and CaO is basic. Any one may be present as an impurity. Suppose SiO2 is present as an impurity, it has to be, the ore has to be mixed with some basic oxide, and these two can react and can be removed. Look at this equation, how it is removed. Suppose the gangue material is SiO2. To remove such an impurity, we need to add another substance which is called as flux. The substance which is intentionally added to remove the gangue from ore is called as flux. If your gangue is acidic, add basic flux. If your gangue is basic, add acidic flux. That means if this is present as an impurity, then use this as a flux. If this is present as an impurity, use this as flux. So that's how we remove it. These two combine. Why do they combine? Because this is a basic oxide and SiO2 is an acidic oxide. They combine and the resulting substance is CaSiO3. This is called as calcium silicate. Unlike these two substances, this is a easily fusible substance and it can be removed very easily. This is called as slag. So I'll repeat, gangue is the impurity which is associated with the ore. To remove gangue from the ore during metallurgy, a substance is intentionally added, it is called as flux. Flux and gangue have complementary nature. If one of them is basic, the other one has to be acidic. These two combine to form a silicate which is easily fusible material, and this will not mix with the molten metal. It will float on the molten metal and it can be easily removed from the molten metal. So that is how we get rid of gangue material. So that is about some terminology which is used in metallurgy. We have seen what is mineral, the compound of metal which is available in the earth's crust. And what is ore? Ore is that mineral from which metal can be extracted easily and economically. Then we have seen one example. Bauxite is not only an ore of aluminium, it is a mineral of aluminium. Gangue is the impurity which is associated with the ore. So to remove gangue is infusible substance. To remove this, it has to be transformed into some easily fusible substance by adding another substance which is called as flux. Flux and gangue, we need to see to it that flux and gangue should have complementary nature so that they can react with each other and can form an easily fusible substance which is called as slag. Slag will float on the surface of the metal, molten metal, and it can be easily removed.